Yo, what's up, Cancer? Welcome to your monthly forecast for the month of April 2017. Quick announcement before we move forward with your forecast. I'm posting daily astrology on my Facebook page, so head there every day, check out your forecast, read your forecast. If there's any other signs on there, check them out too. I'm going to be posting for all 12 signs every day. My Facebook page is Gregory Furlan. You can locate it by typing Gregory Furlan in your Facebook search bar. Make sure to give me a like when you're there. Now we're going to jump into your forecast for the month of April 2017. Cancer, the sun is going to be transiting the sign of Aries throughout the month of April 2017. Aries is your 10th house, has to do primarily with your career situation. So you're going to be really busy, Cancer, when it comes to matters of career all the way up until April 19th. So expect to be busy in your career. And on April 19th, the sun is going to shift into Taurus, and Taurus is your 11th house, has to do primarily with your friendships and your social situation. So that'll be a nice change of pace, Cancer, because you're going to be really busy regarding your career situation throughout the month of April 2017 while the sun's transiting Aries, your 10th house of career. Then on April 19th, the sun's going to shift into Taurus. That's your 11th house of friendship. So take your professional hat off for a moment. I know how hardworking of a Cancer you are, but every superstar needs a break, and this is going to be a good time following April 19th for you to go out with your friends and have some fun. Those are the main themes for you, Cancer, for the month of April 2017. Now I'm going to talk about some more specific major astrological events that occur this month and what they mean for you. On April 2nd, Venus, the planet of love, continuing its retrograde cycle, so continuing to move backwards. Now moves backwards so much that it's moving backwards into Pisces, so now it's changing signs, and it's been retrograding in Aries since March 4th, and this is the Venus, the planet of love. So potentially some Cancers, since Venus was retrograding in Aries, maybe potential somebody you're previously involved with coming back up, somebody you were involved with in a previous work situation, but now it's moving back into Pisces, so it's going to be retrograding in Pisces all the way up until April 15th. So during this time, Cancer, there could be somebody coming up who you were previously involved with, who's from some sort of faraway place, foreign culture, potentially a spiritual figure in your life. Now, if you are a Cancer that's coupled up, this is just you and your significant other. Basically when a planet goes retrograde, it shakes off old, outdated processes that are no good for romance in your life anymore. So whatever old, outdated concepts that you and your partner are hanging on to, Cancer, you can expect them to be eliminated during this retrograde process, so that way new processes can come in the future. Now, there's a little bit more about this because, it's interesting because with Venus retrograde, sometimes it brings someone back from not just the past, it brings someone back who's they're from a past life. So that's what's really interesting about Venus retrograde. And it's not going to happen for every Cancer, but some Cancers potentially having some sort of soulmate around them during this time. So, look out for when Venus is retrograding, especially in Pisces, because Pisces is not only the area of faraway places, foreign cultures, and spirituality, it's also the area of soulmates and the afterlife and past lives. So it's kind of like the gateway to past life, the gateway to afterlife. So, there could potentially be a soulmate coming in for some of you Cancers, not all. Whether or not you're meant to move forward with this person, you'll just have to see how it plays out. On April 5th, Mars is in Taurus. Taurus is your 11th house of your social situation. It's making a positive angle to Pluto, which is in Capricorn. Capricorn is your 7th house that has to do with the one-on-one relationships in your life. So it sounds like April 5th is a great day for you to interact in your friendships, Cancer. So whatever means you want to do that. I mean, Mars is making a positive angle to Pluto. Mars is in your area of friendships. Pluto's in your area of relating. So this can see you relating in your friendships very positively. And, potentially your friends are going to be very entertained by you, or, potentially this could be like social media or some sort of social situation. So if it's not even friendships, maybe you're, interacting in a group of people and you're really captivating people potentially on April 5th. This is a great day. If you want to post something up on social media, do it. On April 6th, Saturn begins its retrograde cycle in Sagittarius. And Sagittarius is your 6th house, and the 6th house has to do with work, daily life, and health. Retrogrades where the planet looks like it's going backwards. It's not really going backwards, but it looks like it is. This retrograde cycle for Saturn starts on April 6th. It won't move forward again until August 25th. This is a pretty significant process. So it sounds like some of you Cancers are trying to make headway regarding a work situation potentially. And for some of you, potentially, this is going to put the brakes on. So, something may need to be reviewed, or something may need a second look. Something may not be ready to take off yet the way you want it to. And Saturn retrograding is indicating this. So be patient, Cancer. If you have to wait till August 25th to move forward with something in your work situation, then so be it. Now, this also has to do with your health. So potentially for some Cancers, having a health issue, come back up, something you thought was gone. Now, all of a sudden, Saturn retrograding starting on April 6th. And doesn't stop, or doesn't move forward again until August 25th. Potentially a previous health issue is coming back up on April 7th. The sun is in Aries. That's your 10th house of your career situation. It's making an opposition to Jupiter. In Libra is your 4th house of your home and family. So you have the sun on one end of the sky and you have Jupiter on the other end of the sky, and they're making an opposition. They're facing off. So this suggests, it's probably some tension in the workplace a little bit, maybe some tension at home. And it could see you, Jupiter's in your area of home and family here on April 7th. And it suggests maybe, something's really drawing your attention to your home life and your family situation. But at the same time, your work is pulling you on the other end. So you got kind of a tug of war going on between your work life, between your career situation and your home life situation on April 7th. So look out for that one. And on April 9th, Mercury, the planet of communication, begins its retrograde cycle in Taurus. Taurus is your 11th house. Has to do with your friendships and your social situation. So following April 9th, you can definitely expect to be talking to some friends from the past. Depending on where you are in your life, Cancer. Could be friends from the old neighborhood growing up. Could be friends from high school, college, whoever. You're definitely going to see some conversations with friends from your past coming in following April 9th. On April 11th, there's a full moon in Libra. Libra is your 4th house of your home and your family situation. So full moons bring changes, and this could resonate differently for all Cancers. It's not going to be the same for every Cancer. Following the full moon on April 11th in Libra, your 4th house of home and family. Some Cancers potentially having somebody move in. Some Cancers potentially having somebody move out. Some Cancers are potentially moving altogether. Maybe you're going to a different location, Cancer. If you've been in the same spot for too long, now you're ready to move. You're ready to go somewhere else potentially. Some Cancers potentially having a baby. Some Cancers potentially doing a home renovation of some sort. So it's going to resonate differently for all Cancers on April 11th. Try to figure out how that fits into your life. On April 15th, Venus, the planet of love, now turning direct in Pisces. So here's the planet of love, and before I talked about all the soulmates and previous love interests and stuff. Well, now on the romantic front, you're ready to start thinking, more forward thinking regarding romance. So if there's anybody who you figured out that you want to be with romantically, now is the time to start moving forward with this person on April 15th, or moving forward regarding romance. Now the caveat about this is because on the following, not on the following day, but on April 20th, Pluto begins its retrograde cycle, and Pluto's in your area of relationship. It's in Capricorn, your 7th house. That's to do with all the one-on-one relationships in your life. So it's almost like driving with the parking brake on sort of here, Cancer, because romantically you're ready to move forward, but when it comes to actual relationships and commitment, it's kind of like you're a little bit stuck, like putting the brakes on. So, just keep it light, Cancer. Whatever you're doing romantically, don't try to jump into a relationship or anything until Pluto starts moving forward again. And this is going to be a process that's going on all summer. So Pluto retrograde, it doesn't move forward again until September 28th in your 7th house of relationships. So you got some time to think about what you want to do relationship-wise. For you Cancers that are coupled up, Pluto retrograde signals you letting go of old relationship tendencies that aren't working for your relationship anymore, Cancer. On April 20th, also on April 20th, Mercury retrograde entering Aries. So now Mercury's going backwards so much that it's going into Aries, your 10th house of career. So following April 20th, conversations that you've had in your professional life are going to start to come back up again. So Mercury started retrograding on April 9th in Taurus, your 11th house of friendship. So conversations were all about previous friendships and stuff, but now it enters Aries, your 10th house of career, on April 20th. So now following April 20th, the theme about previous conversations is going to be more career oriented. So there's going to be some conversations regarding your career that have come up before in the past. and this won't. Mercury doesn't stop retrograding. Mercury doesn't go direct again until May 3rd. So you got some time to go over some stuff that you wanted to go over regarding your professional situation all the way up until May 3rd. On April 26th, there's a new moon in Taurus, and Taurus is your 11th house. That has to do with your friendships and your social situation, Cancer. So the way the new moon works is it's going to hit on April 26th, and then the 6 months that follow April 26th, all these new events are going to start coming down the pike regarding your friendships, regarding your social situation. So potentially for some Cancer, some new friendships coming in potentially. So you could have new friends coming into your life, Cancer, in the 6 months that follow April 26th. Now, for your other Cancers, potentially maybe new social situations are going to come up. Maybe you're going to start occupying places socially that you've never occupied before. So a lot of new stuff regarding friendships and social situations in the 6 months that follow April 26th. This area also has to do with technology too. So, maybe some new technology coming into your life in the 6 months that follow April 26th. But I think that's all I have for you this month, Cancer. Thank you very much for watching this video. If you've enjoyed it, make sure to subscribe, share, and like. I'm on Instagram, Gregory Furlan Official. I'm on Facebook as Gregory Furlan. Check out my daily astrology there. Thank you very much for watching this video. Have a great month, and I'll see you next time.